Hey there. Here's my trade recap for the 16th of October 2025. Here's the SPY 1 minute chart. To begin with, early in the day before the open, you can see that it's been moving down. I was thinking higher lows. It's likely to continue moving down. Sure enough, at the open, it popped up, but it made a lower high than previously. And then again, when it did pop up in this zone, it made a lower high. So I'm thinking it's likely to just continue in its trend. So I enter a short here, worked in my favor immediately, but got stopped out quickly. So one tiny stop there. Then it just popped up out of nowhere, popped right back to the opening price. So it just really didn't go anywhere. And then just sure enough, got choppy. So I wasn't touching it, just watching it. Then came down into this high of a couple days ago, bounced right back through it. And in this zone, I'm thinking, hold on a sec, we may have something here where it's coming out and consolidating right here. It's a tiny little consolidation, small candles. I get in long in this consolidation, stop right below it. It goes in my favor. I tighten up the stop a little bit, but comes back and gets that stop. So at this point, two little stops. One on the attempt to get the short going, and one thinking that here's your big move that may start for the day. And it did actually have a good move for a little bit, but I didn't get it. I was stopped out. So two little attempts early on. Then I wasn't watching it. Came back a little later. It was on this area, and I watched it drop. So I'm thinking, all right, here we go. We had this big high, pre-market high, dropped from there. Bit of an odd consolidation, not even a consolidation, just chop zone, really. But sure enough, it dropped right through there, dropped through the opening price, dropped through and made a new low right into previous day's close. I'm thinking, hold on, here we go. This may be something for the short to begin. And so it gets to previous day's close and pulls up. That's when it gets really interesting. This is what I like to see. Pulls up and then comes right back. And once it's back in this area, that's when I really get interested to enter for that short. And I'll show you why. I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is the 665 put contract. So basically, it's just about in the money or at the money. And here's where it hit previous day's close, pulled back and going, and back into that area. And I'm watching it in this area. This is where what I've drawn here for you guys is the cup and handle pattern that I like to look for. So it's made a move, directional, and this is put contract. So as the SPY goes down, this contract goes up. So it's been going up, pull back, and then right back to its high, basically the breakout area. And so that's that cup. And then the handle part is where it consolidates just above or just in the zone of that breakout area. So I'm watching it consolidate here. You get that low here, it goes, it comes back, makes a lower low. So I'm not really interested because it's a lower low. I like higher lows. And it comes back. And again, now this one bounced, and this bounce right here was higher than that previous one. Now I'm thinking this is interesting. So I get involved over there thinking these buyers on this put contract are stepping in along with this cup and handle pattern. So here's the cup, and you got the handle over here. So the entry is right there. The stop's there at about $3, just below the entry, just below the buyer down at the bottom of that red candle. And it consolidates, then it bursts out, and off it goes. So as far as trade management is concerned, after that, as you know, I'm trying to trade without having targets in mind, trying to hold on to it for as long as it possibly wants to go. So I'm just trailing the price. This thing pops out of the consolidation. I start tightening up my stop to about the break even and a little better. Then it consolidates here, and it pops out of this consolidation. I bring my stop into about $4 here, just about into that consolidation. Same thing here, it consolidates and pops. Bring my stop into the middle of that consolidation as it pops, but this is a huge candle. By the time this big white candle closes, I bring the stop to in the middle of this candle, somewhere about here, about 5.2 or so. Then a tiny little candle, and then a big push up. At this point, when this candle starts moving, I'm bringing my stop up here around 5.8, just basically the bottom of this candle. And it's already made a huge move. Now I'm thinking, what is going to happen here? It's making big moves. It can easily just go back in the other direction. This is where I start looking at a few other things. Now, again, I started this whole trade with no target in mind, but up in this zone, I'm thinking there's got to be something here. There's a point where this will turn around. This is not sustainable. Rather than wait for it to make a double top and turn around, let me see if I can find at least a risk management point to at least secure some of these profits. So I look firstly at my options chart and the 30-minute chart, looking for overhead resistance. I entered there and it's gone in my favor. And just about where the price is, you can see right there, big resistance right there. And on a couple days ago, you can see that came there, got consolidation, then broke out. Also previously, you can see breakout, retest, continue. So this level, about 660 or so, just about where the price is a key level. So I put that on the chart. I'm thinking maybe I should take it off here. At the same time, then I look at the SPY chart, and sure enough, it's down here. This is the previous day's low. It's very close to that. That's a support area. Also, an obvious big round number, 660. So, if things are going to turn around and change, or the behavior changes, this is likely the zone where it's going to happen. So after looking at the SPY chart and the 30-minute options chart here, I decided, all right, that's it. I've had enough time to take it off. And I'll take it off before it makes a double top and goes against me, and just lock in that whole trade, which is quite large. So that's how I managed it, basically. That's how I entered it with the cup and handle setup and managed it, didn't touch it, didn't even think about profits until it really got there. It only took me about a minute and a half to figure out the SPY chart and the 30-minute chart, and then I hit the button right away. That's where I exited and closed out for just about $50,000 on the trade. So this trade and the previous trade, yesterday's trade, were almost the same. Both days were almost the same. 2 little stop outs early on, and then 50K trades later in the day. Makes for some good trading, good fun. So there you go. There you have it. And if you want to come trade with me, trade live with me, I trade every day live with my mentees. If you're interested, the link is in the bio. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.